And I have a 4.2 years of experience in a J2E application, Java development, and as well web development. So, mm, talking about my, I have worked for two companies like Arabina Infomedia Private Limited, which is located in Hyderabad. There I worked for a 3.2 years as a Java developer, and in my last company is Clifton Technology, which is located in Hyderabad, Bangalore, which is a banking domain company. So I have worked for five projects throughout in my career. So my last project is a corporate internet banking, which I will work for a Bandhan Bank and a Utkars Bank. And the technology I know and hands upon that, like that I have worked upon a core Java, Spring Boot, microservices, uh, some part of the some little bit experience in Angular, and I have a knowledge in like H2P database, SQL, MySQL, Oracle, and I have some front end knowledge like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and along with that, time leaf. And I have some knowledge and work upon the Jasper report for generating the tools for generating the report. And I have also some knowledge in Apache Kafka for streaming API, some knowledge. And I have some knowledge in like Maven, Bitbucket, and Log4j, JUnit. And talking about my roles and responsibility in my company, that I have to check out the bug and resolve the bug, fix the bugs. I have to create some controller class, DAO class, some REST controller, and we need to provide some business logic in the service implementation class. And we have to provide we have to, for communicating with the database, we need to a JPA repository where we need to talk with the database, where we need to communicate with database and the UI. And uh, every day I have to attend the scrum calls and meetings with my teammates and team leader, and we have to also attend with the some meeting with the client for wherever they are stucking or they are unable to get the application successfully running. And if any some server side issues or any issues came, we need to resolve it, and we need to provide some DB script for the implementation of the server generation for working process. And of course, we have design. Our project has been developed, designed upon based upon the SDLC life cycle, and we need to check the logs and debug the code, and we need to sort out the things accordingly. Means what the client is being requested, we have to just manipulate or implement the coding part section. So these are the things basically I'm doing day by day.
Okay, yeah, great to hear that, Tarun.
Mhm.
Maybe we can go a little technical side then. Is it fine?
Yeah.
Okay. So in Code Java, out of 10, how much you rate yourself?
Out of 10, I can rate myself for
Okay,
6 to
okay.
7.
So what are the parts of Core Java you are good or you are aware of? You can tell some, yeah, some topics. Yeah. So what are the areas
Core
you are good?
Java, yeah, like inheritance, polymorphism, oops concept is there, and some part of array, and Java 8 features I have also used. Multi-threading is there, exceptional handling is there.
Okay, got you. Okay. So we'll go some basic concepts. Okay. Can you tell
Mhm.
what are the OOPS concept we have?
Pardon?
Yeah, what are the OOPS
Hello.
concepts?
See, as we know that OOPS is a object-oriented programming language, and it has basically, as we know that OOPS has four pillars, basic pillars, that is inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, and encapsulation. These are the basic four pillar where we need to, like, object oriented programming language is a paradigm which is represented in a object form. So that's why it is called the object oriented programming language. So talking about that, oops has the oops is contradicts with the implemented with the real world entities where we need to have some object class abstraction inheritance polymorphism, like these features they have implemented in the OOPS. So talking first of all, we are talking about the object. The object, as we know that it is a real world entity which can be anything like like anything of the object we can consider it, like computer, laptop, keyboard, anything. So in the object oriented program methodology, it is a paradigm to design the some object using the classes, and which has to simplifying the providing by using these concepts. So uh, in the as we know that object is in the object is a specify which is the entity like that has the state and a behavior for an object. And an object can be defined that it can be an instance of a class, and which can contain some address and take up the space in the memory. So like talking about a class is a collection of the object which is logically built and logically entity intact with the object, and that can be we can also assume like it is a blueprint where we need to create any individual object. And class does not, as we know that class does not consume any spaces. So talking about inheritance, that as we know that inheritance is the process by which parents which by which a child class can acquire the parents class properties and behavior of the parent object, which is known as a inheritance. So in inheritance, there are many types of the inheritance, like single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, multiple inheritance, hybrid inheritance. So there these has to be achieved by the inheritance has been basically used for using the reusability purpose, where we need to achieve from the runtime polymorphism. So talking about polyforms means it is a one form, means it is a form which having a multiple forms, like in different ways a person can be can be professor, can be act as a heroes actor, politicians. So polymorphism form having a multiple one form which is considered for the multiple tasks, that in that polymorphism method overloading and overriding concept is being used or being achieved. So talking about like abstraction is the technique where we need to is a technique for hiding the internal things and providing the functionalities what we need exactly. Suppose we are using the phone over a call. The so phone is basically used for calling and video calling purpose, but we need not provide the things, that how the phone call is being uh, phone call is going coded, and how the phone call is being used, which part is used. So the basic need is that we need to provide only the functionality. So how the internal processing, we need not care about how the internal processing is going on. So talking about last and foremost, binding means encapsulation. Encapsulation is a technique where we need to wrap up or bind the data into the single unit of a program. That is called encapsulation. As we know that, for example, we have a capsule. In that capsule we need a, we have uh, binded or wrapped with chemical substances. We need not so the we have to bind the for privately, because we not want to access those chemical outside. So we need encapsulation as a data member, which are being used as a private. So these are the things basically we are doing in the OOPS. Hello.
Yeah, yeah, good. So, so one thing here. So, as you are saying, different concepts, right? So, can you tell what is the difference
Mhm.
between overloading and overriding?
See, method overloading and overriding is a technique where, as we know that overloading is having a means different signature. Means method overloading has a multiple method by the same name, having the same name, but different in the parameters. That is called method overloading. And means we can say that like it is having some means method overloading is increase the readability of the program, and whereas method overriding is used to provide the some specific or implementation of the method that is being already used provided or used by the super class. So method overloading is performed within the class only, and method overriding is occur within the two classes that has that is that can be used that can inherit the property of the is a relationship. So we need like in case of method overloading, a parameter must be different, but in case of method overriding, parameter must be same. In the method overloading means it is based upon the compile time polymorphism, and whereas method overriding is based upon the runtime polymorphism. In a method overriding can't be performed by changing the return type of the method only. But in the method writing, we can return type must be same or covariant in a method overriding. These are
Covariant
the
means?
differences.
Yeah, yeah. What do you mean covariant here?
Yeah, just wait. Just wait. I will disconnect the call. Some call are coming. I'm making it silent.
Hello, Tarun. You're not audible.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. Now, yeah, now it's fine. Yeah.
just wait. Network problem.
Yeah. Hello.
Sorry for the delay. Just some network issue is here. Just
Okay, yeah,
wait.
now looks okay. Okay. So,
Mm,
yeah, what is covariant? I was telling, right? What is covariant here?
hello. Yeah, covariant means returns the type specific that it vary with the same direction of the subclass. Means it is the means before Java 5, it was not possible to override the any method by changing their return time. But now, since from Java 8 or 5 onwards, it is possible to override the method by changing the return type and type if subclass override the method where return type is non-primitive and it changes the return type to a subclass type.
Mm, okay. Can you tell me what are the different methods are there under object class?
Different method under the object class,
Mm-hmm.
like to string method, a hash code method, dot equals method is there.
What is toString is used for?
uh, to string, mm, to string basically is to string is used for like mm, what we say, mm, equal method or a to string method.
Yeah, yeah. Like object
You
under
are
object class, toString method is there, right? So what is used for this toString method?
yeah, like to string method is basically for used for mm, mm, like assigning or mm, no, yeah, I have idea. Just wait. To string method in Java. Mm, means if we want to if we want to represent the object in a two string method comes that in the existence means it will exist. Like two string method return the string representation of the object. Like we are in a Java compiler, it will invoke internally two string method.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, like we can say that by overriding the to string method of the object class, we can easily return the value of the object, so we need not to write much code by using the to string method.
Okay,
And
okay.
it can be the state of the object depending upon which type of our implementation is used in our class.
Got it. Okay. So I'll give you a problem statement. You can tell how we can do it. Okay. So
Yes, yes.
suppose I have employee class. Okay. In my employee class, I have
Okay.
employee ID, employee name, and salary. Okay. Now I want
Hmm.
to add these employee objects, multiple employee objects into a collection. Okay, the statement is here: I want to
Mm-hmm.
add multiple employee objects inside a collection, and I want to sort
Mm-hmm.
the employee based on my uh, keys, like sorting keys. Like sometimes I need sorting based on employee name, sometimes I need to sort based on salary. Now what is the best approach you will follow for this?
Can you say again?
Yeah, so suppose I have multiple employees into a collection I am adding. Now I want to,
Mm-hmm.
in my case, right, in my use case, one use case is I want to sort the collections of employees based on employee name, and one another use case is I want to sort the list of employees based on salary. Now how will you do it?
Collection and list, by using collection and list.
Yeah, can you tell how what is
Means
the way you
sort the employee uh,
based on employee name as well
based
as
upon
yeah, sometimes based on employee name, sometimes based on salary.
upon their salary and uh, name mm, in collection.
Yeah, in collections.
Mm, mm, okay, okay. Yes, means we need to suppose we have a list of the employee uh, where we need like so like we need to private int salary, private int name. We have a public employee as a constructor where we need to pass the
So
parameter.
yeah, private. Why it is private int name?
Uh, because we need because every employee has their private salary and name is being used for um, private only, means we can access within the class only,
Yeah, I mean that's
not
fine. But
outside.
why it is int? Why name you are putting as int?
No, name can be int, means this will means consider that employee object has to be sorted by their names only. So for sorting purpose, we are using int.
So if it is string, can you not sort? If you are putting name as
No, we
string,
can
you cannot
sort.
sort.
Hmm. Uh,
And
we
first of all,
can sort it.
how will you give your name as int? Suppose your name is Tarun, right? You cannot put as int, right?
Mhm. Yes, because like object needs to be equal for comparing purpose. So to sort the object first by their salary and by their name. So two objects should be equal, and then we need to compare by their naming using comparable and comparator.
Yeah, correct. But
So
when should I use comparable? When should I use comparator? And in my case, What should be used, comparable or comparator?
See, we can use both like comparator and comparable interface and sort the list, sort the list where the list is sorted based upon the salaries. And salaries salaries are the same in the case of two employees.
See, yeah, got it. So in this
The
case,
object has to
actually,
be sorted by their
no,
name.
in this case, we should not use comparable, because comparable is for only
Mhm.
single attribute. Okay, so you should always go for comparator. Whenever there
Okay,
are multiple ways of sortings are involved, we should go for comparator. Okay. Okay.
okay, got
S-
it, I got it.
Yeah. So suppose I have a string in my method. Okay. Suppose string s equals to
Mhm.
Tarun. Okay.
Mhm.
Now you know string is immutable, right?
Yes, right, right.
So what is immutable here? What do you mean immutable?
Immutable means we cannot change the string. Means once it's defined, we cannot change it.
Once it is defined, we cannot change it. Is it okay? Good. It. So now
Mm-hmm.
suppose string s equals to, I have written Tarun. Okay. Now in the next
Uh-huh.
line I am writing
Mm-hmm.
s equals to Pathak. The same string I am typing s equals to
Mm-hmm.
Pathak. Third line I am doing system.out.println
Mm-hmm.
s. Okay, that string. Now what will be the
Mm-hmm.
value?
Third line, you are going to like system dot out dot
Println s. That s
println
only, the same string.
yes. So you have a string as1 or as2 you have to
No, no,
use.
only same string, only
Means
one string.
string as is a Tarun and string again you are using string as a Pathak.
No, 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 there is no string. Now same s I am using. S equals to Pathak, second line. Only s equals to Pathak.
Okay.
Okay.
S is equal to Pathak. So it will
Okay.
S is equal
This
to
one,
Tarun.
then
S is
you can
equal to
see my,
Pathak.
yeah, you can
Huh.
see this. These three
So in
lines.
the string you are putting
Yeah. Now what will be the output at the third line? It will be Tarun or Pathak.
uh, string S is equal to Tarun and S is equal to Pathak. Hmm. Confused means it will print Tarun.
Why it will print Tarun? Why not Pathak?
As we know that string objects are stored in the special type of memory that is string constant pool, uh, where Java memory is have used for because no new object are created if the it already exists in the string constant pool.
So that's why it will print Tarun.
Yes, I think so.
But we are overriding with Pathak, right, in the next line.
Yes.
So as we are overwriting, it should print Pathak, right?
Mm, a little bit confusion. Mm,
Okay. No, no, it will print Pathak, okay? It will not print Tarun because we are overwriting the string, right?
Uh, oh yes. We are overriding. So first value will be disappeared. But
What will be there in the first value,
uh,
first Tarun? What will happen in that?
Mhm. It will replace the means the reference. It will use the reference of the object only.
Okay, so the Tarun,
No,
right? So is
it
first.
will.
Tell me.
Yeah, tell me.
No, no. Tell what you're saying. What will
See,
happen?
it will override. No, it is overriding the as once again because already as is defined as a Tarun. Again, we are overriding as a Pathak. It is override and that Tarun will not appear. So Pathak will be appear over there
Yeah. So
because
that's
of
okay.
overriding.
But what will happen for Tarun? That first line. What will happen for Tarun? So Tarun will be there, or Tarun will be how it? What will happen for Tarun now?
It will be like Tarun will be there, but
So when we are creating this way, like in double quote, right? Tarun as a string, where does it go? In which memory it stores?
in the heap memory it will store.
Yeah, but that is string pool, right? Then the string pool it stores. Okay, so
String
in
constant pool.
yeah, so in the string constant pool, right? Tarun will be there as well as Pathak will be there, right?
Mhm.
So as we are first
Yes,
is I am making as Tarun, right? Then what happens? It points
right.
to Tarun, right? In the second line when we do, any idea what it does?
Yes. Mm,
S will
uh,
be pointing to Pathak then, right? So first it was pointing
right,
to
right.
Tarun, then it will point to Pathak, and Tarun will be no more referenced. Now Pathak is getting referenced by
Okay,
string, right? So Tarun will be like just a individual alone, and then Tarun that
okay. Yes,
string will be able to able for the garbage collection. Then in the next
yes.
step when it will when garbage collection will happen, then Tarun will be garbage collected.
Okay, thank you, brother, for giving such idea. I know the things, but little bit of confusion. Thanks, a very nice approach.
Okay,
Good.
no problem.
I appreciate you. Thanks, brother.
Yeah, that's fine. And apart from Java, you
Mhm.
have worked on Spring Boot.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So what are the different scopes are there in Spring Boot?
So different scope is like this. In the different scope is a singleton prototype and scope of the Spring Boot. Mm,
So if so, what is the
uh,
default? What is the default scope?
yeah, yeah. Default scope is also there.
What is that? You know.
Mm, default scope in Spring Boot, no?
Mm-hmm.
Mm, means default scope is this scope will like no scope will be specified in the singleton scope. It is by default scope. It is a singleton scope.
Yeah,
This
singleton scope is the
is,
default. Correct.
mhm.
Yeah. I think yeah, I think our discussion was pretty good. So I think in the core Java especially, you have to because that's the major, right? So you have to go more on
Mhm.
it. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Any
Mhm.
question, Tarun?
No, no.
Okay, sure.
So I am rejected. Hmm?
So you have to, yeah, that's another thing. You have to learn more on the core Java especially, okay? Some basic details and
Yes,
those
yes,
areas you
yes.
have to go, okay? Yeah. Thanks, Tarun. Thank you for your
Okay,
time.
okay.
Bye.
Thanks, brother.
Bye.